Hey guys, David with Elite Realtors of New Jersey, founder of Dave Matthew Properties, and just wanted to check in with you guys. Last week I sent a video around the market update, and you obviously liked it. A lot of folks watched it and watched the whole thing actually, so that's surprising. Quick update: a lot of homes sold last week. A lot of people bought them. Prices are up, inventory down. That's your recap. But I wanted to dive into some things that you may have heard about, but really aren't sure what it is. So, month's supply of inventory is something that you'll hear people talk about frequently when it comes to real estate. So, a month's supply of inventory is very simple. If you have, say, 50 homes for sale in your community and 25 of them sell in a 30-day period, it's going to take 2 months to sell that. So, that would mean you have 2 months of inventory. What we have currently, many neighborhoods and communities selling through those in half the amount of time. So if you want any statistics on a local municipality or town in New Jersey, only realtors can get those for you. So I'd be happy to share for any town that you're considering throughout New Jersey. And great resource to look at what the trends are. So speaking of trends, some interesting things that I've noticed in the past couple of months that I've shared with folks who get my weekly or my monthly newsletter is that starting to see some tapering off in the frequency of the sales in higher end markets and the lower price point markets. So when we look at lower price markets, there's been a ton of real estate investing activity. For example, we look at Newark, East Orange, Elizabeth, and Irvington. Those prices have accelerated phenomenally. And for those of you who work with me as investor clients, you know we've had a hard time, had to be really aggressive to get offers accepted. And even when we think we bid high enough, we got outbid or with favorable terms. So if we look at Irvington, 3.4 months of inventory, 2.9 in Elizabeth. East Orange has about 2 months. Newark, 3.7. These markets have seen a ton of development and investment. But it is slowing down primarily because the returns still aren't there like they used to be. They're there, harder to find, mostly builders who can actually buy and build themselves, not the average retail investor who wants to buy it, flip it, and through hiring some folks to do the work for them. When you subcontract it out, it's going to be tough. I also see in some higher price point towns like Summit, Westfield, Livingston, 3.5 months supply in Livingston, which has gone up for them compared to the last few months. Westfield's at 1.4, even though that's pretty impressive. 1.4 months of supply in Westfield, and Summit at 2.2, which is increased for them as well. Where is there potential buying opportunities for you if you're looking for a single family home or multifamily? Again, right here in my backyard, Union County. Big fan of the local towns here. Garwood, small town, very charming, right here next to Cranford. Springfield, Union. Those areas are typically priced in the mid 400s to 500. You can find some lower. Those are getting close to 100% or more of asking price. Those are in demand areas, but a little bit more affordable than some of the others. If you're looking for the higher end markets, this will be a bit better news for buyers. If you're looking for more expensive markets, such as I said, Westfield, Summit, Livingston, and some of the other locations, the slowdown in the sales is going to help you be able to present a little bit better offer in terms, but for the sellers, it's going to take a little bit longer. Now, those homes typically take longer to sell in general because there's fewer people who can afford $1 to $2 or $3 million homes on up. So just thought I'd share that with you in terms of the month supply of inventory. Middlesex County I haven't talked about, but it took about 14 days on average to sell a home in Middlesex County. So again, another area that's really in high demand. 261 homes closed there last week. So again, just another example. You really should be working with a realtor who can have feet on the ground, eyes and ears on the ground to help you with your home search before you go running around looking at things. And again, I'm always happy to help answer any questions you might have with that. If you haven't signed up for my newsletter, feel free to shoot me a comment or a DM and I will get you signed up. I'll have that going out this week. Typically try to do that monthly, sometimes a little bit more often if there's something to report that I think is really noteworthy. But typically a monthly report, highlight a town in New Jersey that I think is a pretty cool place to check out, look at for investing or living in or just visiting. whether it's for outdoor activities, dining, hiking, biking. Hopefully that helps. Stay tuned for some more videos coming up. And later this week, I'll share with you some of the things I talked about earlier on last week with the DIY before and after photos and some projects I think you can do if you're looking to buy a home, or if you already live in a home and want to do some projects and want to save some money. I'll show you how to do that. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.